Streamelements, Streamlabs. Both are great and not. Which one should you use? Let's talk about it. Alright, it's guys, Codar here. Today we're going to be talking about Streamlabs versus Streamelements. Which one is going to be the right pick for you? What's different about them? What's the pros and cons, etc., etc. But before we start, of course, every Wednesday, Sunday, I do stream live over at Twitch. Link down in the description below. Also, if you have any questions, feel free to hop into the Discord. You will reach me faster there. Cool. Let's go. So I get this question by literally everybody that I stream with, that I've helped stream, etc., etc. It's just the most common question that I get asked, hands down. Should I use Streamlabs or should I use Streamelements? Which one do you use? Which one should I use? Etc., etc. So I figured I'm just going to answer everybody's question right here, right now. First off, I'm just gonna say I personally have used both. I've been using Streamlabs for a year, and I just recently switched over to Streamelements early last month, I believe. And I will say, from a unbiased point of view here, since I have used both and all that, my experience with Streamelements has just been better. So I'm just gonna quickly go over some pros and cons of each software, and essentially at the end of the day, the decision lies upon you guys. Yeah, I guess you can judge which one you want to use based off of my tips and everything in this video. Wow, I have an outline in front of me and I'm still stammering over myself. That's great. So first things first, Streamlabs. It's easy setup and super easy to use. Streamlabs is an all-in-one software that you just download on your PC. It's called Streamlabs OBS. It's just a complete all-in-one thing. You can just grab an overlay, plug it right in. There's a lot of websites that you can just pull overlays from, and it'll just have a Streamlabs package. Literally all you do is just take it from your downloads folder and slap it right in there. It just instantly plugs itself in. There's usually an edit social medias tab. You just edit your socials and everything just plugs itself in. It just works. Now that being said, Streamlabs is of course an all-in-one software, so every file that it's reading is installed on your computer. So if you're streaming on a one PC setup, Streamlabs is definitely going to be more intensive on your computer, and that isn't always a great thing for those one PC streamers who are already struggling with frame rate or anything like that. Just know Streamlabs, everything that is on there is all downloaded onto your computer into the software. So every file that it reads, every file that updates in real time as you're streaming, it will go through your computer, through the software, update a file in somewhere in your computer in the documents, then sends it to the software to update in real time on the screen. So any of those latest followers, latest donations, anything like that. And also, here's a fun fact for you, coming from experience as well. Even if you don't have those displayed, Streamlabs doesn't care. It updates it no matter what. Every single file, every option that you can put in there, it is all in a file stored on your PC that gets updated in real time, whether you display it or not. Another thing, Streamlabs, the store that Streamlabs offers for overlays and things like that, and I know there's like the what is it, like the Pro or the Nitro or whatever they're calling it, all that is all in the app itself, in the software that you download on there. You can browse through there, you can pick things that you want without even having to open Google Chrome. I do think that is really cool, but again, just keep in mind it's all software on your computer, so everything is running through your computer. So all the store stuff that gets updated, again, it's reading from files off your computer. So every time a file is going to update like that in real time, you're gonna take a little bit of a performance hit for just a slight minute there. I used to watch, when I'd get a follow or a sub or something like that, the usage would go up. I'd actually slightly drop frames for the time that it takes for that notification to appear and then the thing to update in real time on the stream. Now, that being said, when I didn't have the subscriber thing displayed and all that, it still took up the same amount of usage and still dropped me the same amount of frames every time, because remember, that file updates whether you display it or not. Moving on over to Streamelements. On the flip side of things, the first thing to note, Streamelements is all web-based, so everything goes through their website, is then essentially sent to your software via internet. No software, it doesn't read any files off your computer, it's all stored on a server somewhere. That is obviously a good thing for single and even dual PC streamers alike. It's always a good thing to just have a little bit of a load taken off your PC no matter what you're doing. All right, camera went out of focus. I don't know how long that was on the video. Wow, I completely forgot where it was. Thanks, camera. That's great. Everything on Streamelements is 100% web-based. All the files there read through the web. You can update your own overlay and all that in the website and all that in real time, and it will save and send it to your OBS only when you hit save. So you can make edits and all that and look at it. And if you don't like it, you just don't hit save. You just revert back, and that's that. It'll never change on OBS itself until you hit the save button. So that's always a good thing there for people who like to tweak here and there with the little things like that. That being said, Streamelements I feel is more in depth, and you can really just customize every little thing just a lot more. With Streamelements, you take the alert box, for instance. Streamlabs just gives you a alert box. Everything is boom, there, hello, it's all plugged in. It's just in one spot. With Streamelements, you can move the alert box around the screen for every scene, essentially. It's not just stuck in the same spot. It's not just a pre-made alert box. Every scene is different. You can obviously duplicate the alert box from one scene over to another, but if you don't like necessarily where it sits in one scene as opposed to the other, each individual scene has its own alert box. Another thing to note with Streamelements is the chatbot. I find the chatbot is super simple to use. If you are already using Nightbot and just regular OBS or even Streamlabs and you think about switching over to Streamelements, you can take everything from Nightbot and your Streamlabs bot and you can import them into Streamelements. And I think that is just the coolest thing ever. It'll just take all of your commands and each level that they're at, whether it's everyone or moderator or even just the streamer themselves, you take it from Nightbot and plug it right into Streamelements. Just the push of a button, it instantly imports everything. It'll do the same thing with Streamlabs with your overlays and your bot commands and all that kind of stuff. Just this quick, simple click of a button, boom, everything is now over in Streamelements. So maybe if you're on Streamlabs and you're considering switching over to Streamelements, I think that's really cool. Streamelements made it just super easy to switch over to them. Something that I feel Streamlabs really should integrate is just if you're switching from Streamelements over to Streamlabs or something, there's really no way to just import all your stuff. You just kind of have to do it all by hand. And I really like that Streamelements really just lets you import all your stuff and just kind of mess with it and tweak things as you go. And like I said earlier, just you can edit everything and then hit save, or if you don't like it, just go back and redo it and it doesn't change anything on your OBS. I think that's just a super helpful way to just edit your overlays and stuff and really play around with a lot of different things before you really like commit to something. Maybe you like the way that it looked originally, but you're thinking about changing it, and then now you don't essentially have to snap a photo or something and then try and change it all back when you're done. Something that Streamlabs, it's all being edited right there in the software. When you're using Streamelements, like I said, it's all on the web page and it only updates when you hit save. So all that being said, quick little bullet points of the two softwares. Bottom line here, my analysis, which one do I think really is for you in particular? So the first thing, you really got to ask yourself, are you looking at streaming as more of just a hobby and something that you kind of do in just your spare time, or are you really going for the content creation aspect of things and you really want to fine tune your settings and make everything look as great and as crisp as it possibly can? So here's the thing, if you're doing it for just a simple little hobby after work essentially, and let me be real, there's nothing wrong with that at all. If you want to do Twitch as just a hobby, by all means, just go get Streamlabs. It's super easy to use. If you want your little notifications here and there and you're just a hobbyist and all that, and you're really not going for like a super technical look and really trying to get in depth into it, Streamlabs 100% all the way. Super easy, just one and done. Download it, it plugs everything in, it syncs right up with your Twitch account. You don't even have to go find your stream key or anything like that. It just syncs right up. Plug in an overlay. You can even grab one from their shop. I know they offer some free ones and stuff in Streamlabs. You literally just click it and it'll just apply it to your stream. You just mess around with things. We'll put your webcam and your game scene and everything where you want, and that's it. You're ready to stream. You're done. Now, Streamelements, there's a little bit more setup involved, but if you're really into fine tuning your stream and really getting the best out of everything that you possibly can, you really want to fine tune things to exactly how you want it to look, Streamelements all the way. Just download OBS Live. I'm going to leave links to both softwares down in the description below, by the way. Download OBS Live. You just sign in with your Twitch account and it'll automatically take your stream key and all that, just like Streamlabs. And then all you got to do is go into Streamelements, I think .com. You just go to the dashboard, go to your overlays. You can mess with things right there. And then all you have to do, I'll even try and attempt to show you guys here. So when you're in your OBS Live, you just go to your Streamelements here. You take this right here, copy overlay URL, click that. Come on over here into your sources. You're gonna add yourself a browser source. I already have existing ones, but you just whatever scene, hi, whatever it is. You just copy and paste that URL. You make your width 1920, your height by 1080, obviously 1080 resolution. You click OK. It automatically puts your overlay in there for you. I didn't realize which one I grabbed, but yeah, boom, there you go. That's essentially how it's done in OBS Live. Now you go to your web page. Show you guys real quick here. You can edit everything right here. So everything is completely edited in real time over here. And then whenever you're done, you just hit save. You can hit preview and it's going to show you what it's going to look like in your OBS Live essentially before you actually go plug it in. I figured I would just add that segment right there at the end because I know a lot of people have issues figuring out how to basically take the scene from Streamelements, the web page, and plugging it into OBS Live. So yeah, like I said, bottom line, I do highly recommend making your own decision essentially. My personal recommendation when people ask me, like I said, the first thing I ask is what do you view streaming as? Is it more of a career path or more of a hobby in your free time? If your answer is hobby in your free time, go with Streamlabs. If you're really going for like a career thing, I highly recommend using Streamelements, getting used to it, adapting to it now. I feel like my experience with Streamelements has just been a lot better on Twitch, and I feel like I enjoy streaming more with Streamelements as opposed to Streamlabs. Quick disclaimer here at the end, if you have a Stream Deck from Elgato, it totally syncs up with OBS Live and with Streamlabs, so it does work for both. Yeah, so I know this video was more just kind of going over what is what on each software. I'm not really pitting them against each other. I'm not really bashing on one as opposed to the other. I'm just kind of giving you guys the facts of what each one is, maybe helping you guys out with the performance issues that you might be having. If you're having a lot of CPU usage, you're dropping frames and things like that, and you're using Streamlabs, I'd recommend switching over to Streamelements for a little bit and seeing if it helps your stream, because OBS Live uses a lot less of your computer at a time as opposed to Streamlabs where everything is on your computer itself. Streamelements is web-based. So if you're having performance issues on a one PC setup with Streamlabs, I'd highly recommend switching over to Streamelements and seeing what it does for you. If you're still having issues with any of your stream stuff, maybe not looking crisp, it's lagging a bit, bit rate, anything like that, hop down into the Discord in the description down below. We'll see if we can help you out. I have a entire section on the Discord dedicated to stream and OBS help. There's a few of us over there pretty knowledgeable about OBS and things like that, so hopefully we can help you out if you're having any issues. One last time, I do stream every Wednesday, Sunday, 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, Twitch down in the description below. And again, both softwares are going to be linked down below, so in case you guys are trying to find those, they are down there. Hope this video helped you guys. If it did, be sure to leave a like. See you guys in the next one.
Oh, come the fuck on.
It's just me and
Yo,
you, buddy.
You guys got this?
Yo, I have a fucking Marshall. What the fuck do you want from me?
Yo, you guys got this? It's just everything.
Oh, that again.
Hi.